So next, we're going to hear from Emma, who is going to talk about her journey from university to employment. Sarah, unfortunately, hasn't been able, I don't think, to join us, but she has provided a written case study about her student experience in social care. So again, we'll circulate that to everybody so that you can read it. So I'll hand over now to Emma.
Hi there, my name's Emma. I'm in my first year as a newly qualified nurse, coming up to the end of it, and it's been a mad year, I will say. But from before university, I worked in care homes, I did home care, so I knew where my journey wanted to be. But during university, a lot of placements, 99%, were all in the hospital. I had one where I was with community nurses. As an adult general nurse there wasn't any placements in care homes. If they were, they went to mental health students, learning disability students. We never got that opportunity, and I felt quite sad because I knew that's where my journey wanted to go. So at the end of my journey in university, I applied straight for a care home which is in my local town, which is it's Exemplar Healthcare, so they're complex care needs. A lot of my newly qualified nurses said, why are you doing this? That stigma around joining care homes, social care settings, you're going to de-skill. That was the main word that came out, you're going to de-skill. And it is far from that truth. Since being here in my first year, I've learned about mental health. I've learned about Huntington's, motor neurone disease. I've explored so much more, and I feel now I've got a far better range of illnesses, treating people with brain trauma, advanced dementia, as well as the general nursing side. I'm still taking bloods, catheterizations, wound care, but alongside with the mental health. So I've gained that in my first year, and I feel I can now explore a bit further down the line, learning disabilities. So please, as students, don't, when you hear people say, don't do it.
Yeah.
Please, if you get a placement in care home, please don't think it's going to be boring.
Yeah, I know, I'm doing it today.
It won't be, I can assure you that. I want to now progress further. I want to be that voice. I was at Chester University, and from what I've heard from people when we were there wasn't many social care placements. So I am trying to work with Chester Uni to try and broaden that, to get out there a bit more. I've introduced them to Exemplar to try and get more students, not just mental health, but adults. I want to push this. I want people to understand what you can get out of this. So for me, being in this care home, I've got the best therapeutic relationships with my patients. Well, they're not patients, my service users. It's their home, and I love going in. We get the hellos. We have the family that work there. We say we are one big family. We all support each other. I love going to work. I do mainly nights, and they don't sleep. So it's like another day at night. But we're there for them, and what they ask for, we try to give. And that is what I love. It's not just, oh, you're here. We try, what they experience, they want to go to a football match. We will do our best to get them to that football match. And I love that about it. For the nursing side, again, when you're in university, oh, you're just going to give out meds and that's it. That's not. You'll learn so much about care planning. It's very robust. You really need to concentrate. You want to make it person-centered for each one that you take on. So I have two, I'm a named nurse for two of mine, and I make sure every month it's reviewed. And that's the best thing, because you get to go and talk to them and really get to know what they want for that month. Is there any ambitions they want to do something else? So that's one of my biggest things. I want to make sure what they have, what time left. Some could be short. We do end of life pathways. A few of ours have just gone on to PEGs, so you will continue your clinical skills. Please don't think that that will stop, because it will not stop. And you will gain that. I feel when you're in university, they do push you to stay in the NHS if that's what you want. But for me, I wanted that from working in care homes previously as a HCA. I love that bond that you get with them. You go to work, you've got the smiley faces, and you leave knowing that they're happy, they've had another lovely day, the next day is going to begin for them. So I'm passionate about this. I want to push this. So progression wise, in my journey, I can now go on to become a unit manager. I can then go on to be the clinical nurse manager. Down the line, I could become a home manager. So there is progression. You will not just be stuck sitting behind a desk or just giving out meds. There's lots to do. It really is. But I am trying to promote from universities to push this, to try and get more placements out there and try and stop this stigma that when I was in university, it's still there. People don't want care homes. They think it's going to be boring. You're just going to give bed baths, and it's not at all. So please look into it. From what we've heard from previous people earlier on, it is so rewarding. I can't promote that enough, and I would like to help in any way I can with other people, other companies, the NMC, in way of promoting this and get this out there, that there's more to life as nursing than just the NHS. There's a broader spectrum out there. Like, people want to stay in their homes now, or we need to promote care homes more. So I am hoping that with University of Chester, we are going to promote this more and get more care homes on board to take on general adult nurses, not just mental health. And I'm hoping to promote that, as I say. So for you students, please consider this. It will be very rewarding. As I say, my first year is coming to an end of this, and I've absolutely loved it. It's flown by. And you get to work with all multidisciplinary teams. We have our own physios that come in, the doctors come in every week, do a ward round. You can walk around with them, action anything that they've suggested. So then back to your next step. It's busy, but it's very rewarding. Even at night, there's still lots to do. So please consider it, and I'm happy to promote in any way I can with anyone who needs that. And that's me.
Thank you, Emma. That was really inspirational. It was absolutely great to hear your experience of that, and a really powerful advocate for social care. Thank you for that. Okay, so as we say, we'll send around the Sarah's case study, and she shares her student experience in social care.